Hi, welcome to the video. My name's Pete. There are many mistakes that drummers make when they're playing, and in this video we're going to take a look at just 5 of those examples and what you can do to avoid those mistakes happening to you. The first mistake that I see a lot when I'm teaching is that people are far too tense when they're playing. You can hear and see the tension in their upper body. In this first example of what not to do, you can see that I'm going to be playing from my elbow, forearm, in fact whole arm, and that tension is in my entire upper body. We don't want that. We want to be playing from our fingers and from our wrists. It doesn't mean that you can't hit hard or play with enthusiasm. It just means that rather than using your elbows and arms, try and play more from your wrists and fingers, like this. Much more relaxed and sounds much better as a result of it. Mistake number 2 that I see an awful lot is to do with grip of the stick. How you're holding your sticks. If you hold your sticks right, it can really help you. If you hold them wrong, then you're going to be slowed down a lot, and you'll probably end up with band blisters too, which you don't want. There are many stick grips that you can try out when you're playing drums, but generally speaking, if you hold the stick between your thumb and first finger and wrap your other fingers around the stick, maintaining a fulcrum or pivot here, then these fingers are quite loose. Generally speaking, you can't go wrong with that. There are other types of stick grips you can use. Don't hold your stick like a bat. Mistake number 3 is actually related to mistake number 1, and that is that we rush too much. We play too fast all the time, and if you speed up and you play really quick, you're going to affect your playing, not in a good way. It will actually just sound messy and rough, and that's the difference between sounding like a pro and sounding like an amateur, and you want to sound like a pro. So if you're really tense and you're really tight and you're rushing, you're just going to make things worse. Slow down, take your time and relax. Take a listen to this example of what not to do. As I start playing this beat that heads towards a fill, you'll notice that I speed up. We don't want to do that. You want to keep your tempo consistent. However, on this example, I'm going to try and keep the tempo as neat as I can. You can improve this by playing along with the metronome. The metronome will make sure that you stay pretty neat. It's a bit like drawing a line with a ruler versus drawing a line without a ruler. Mistake number 4 I'm going to refer to as your triangle, and that's about how your upper body posture is when you're playing. So if you were viewed from above, you form the base of the triangle and your arms and sticks form the sides of the triangle, all pointing towards the middle of whatever drum you're playing on. I see many examples of this triangle shape not being played correctly. I see the arm bent like this so that the stick is on one angle, almost at right angles to your arm. That's not going to help. I've seen them pointing in as well. Again, that won't help. Try and form a fairly straight line from your stick with your arm. Obviously this helps with your grip too, but we talked about grip earlier, so make sure you got that right, and then this will fall into place too. And finally, mistake number 5 is a really big one, and that is that we don't listen to music enough and we don't fit musically with what we're trying to do. If you're unsure, actually listening to music can really help. What do other drummers do? What do they do when it comes to the fill? What do they do when it comes to the beat? Don't just play for yourself, play for the song or for the music that you're playing with, and it will make a big, big difference. Plus, listening to other musicians will always inspire you. There are, of course, many other types of mistakes that drummers make, but these are just 5 easy to correct mistakes that you can sort out yourself and make a big difference to your playing. If you can think of any others, do pop them in the comments below. I'd be interested to read what you can come up with. And if you have any questions, of course, I'll be happy to reply to them. And yeah, happy drumming. Thanks for watching the video.